And by the end of that process, Abrams offered him a job. And you to say we need to up our comics game, and we'd like you to do that. And and I love this story, and I'll try to keep it really short. So cut to New York Comic Con, I don't know, 2002, 2003. And Charlie is at Abrams, it didn't have a booth back then. It was just like a table. And Charlie was looking at people's portfolios, and this guy comes up to him and says, "Would you ever consider publishing a book that started on the web?" Because at that time, web comics were because you couldn't get it published anywhere else. So
Right.
you threw it up on the web. Anyway, so Charlie looks at this material, and it's black and white, and it's not really comics, but it's like illustrated prose. But he thought it was really funny, and he thought, why not? Like, let's do it. And so he took this project to his bosses at the time, who shall remain nameless, um, and said, "I want to publish this book." And they looked at it and said, "No, I don't think so. I don't, yeah, not interested." And so there was this back and forth and the pushback from Charlie. And ultimately he said, "Well, then why'd you hire me?" And this person said, who is no longer at the company, not because of this, but just anyway, said, "Well, okay, but I can guarantee you nobody wants to buy a book with the word wimpy in the title." And 400 million copies later, and that story is true. That there's about, I could tell maybe 4 stories like that in publishing, since I've been in publishing for 40 years. So then they give him his own imprint, and it's called Abrams Comic Arts, and he's been expanding that ever since.